Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to share with you how to draft and cut this dress I'm wearing right now. Half gown with side slit, asymmetric neckline and princess cut. In my next video, I will share with you how to sew this, and this is going to be beginners friendly step-by-step tutorial. So please subscribe, come with me and let's get started. I will be starting with the front bodice, and the first thing to note is that the pattern paper is going to be on fold, and this folded part will be my center front. The next thing I'll do is to mark my starting line, and I'm going to come down by 1 inch or 1.5 inch and draw a straight line. This straight line will serve as the starting line and also the shoulder line. The next thing I'll do now is to take my shoulder to bust measurement, which will give me 10.5 inches, shoulder to under bust 13.5 inches, shoulder to waist 16 inches. Then shoulder to hip 25 inches. I'll be stopping at the shoulder to hip measurement for now. I'll be taking the full length measurement later so that we can work on the upper bodice first. So the first thing I'm going to do now is to draw a straight line on each of these measurements. This first line is the bust line, the second line is the under bust, the third is the waist, while the fourth is the hip line. The next thing I'll do now is to take my shoulder measurement. My shoulder measurement is 16 inches. I'm going to divide my 16 inches by 2, which will give me 8 inches. Then I'll also take a neck width of 4 inches. And I'll come down at the shoulder measurement by 1 inch. Once I'm done with that, I'll connect my neck width down to the 1 inch this way. And I'm done creating my shoulder slope. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to create my armhole. And then to do that, I'm going to impute my shoulder measurement divided by 2 under this shoulder slope. Then I'll draw a straight line. Now this measurement here will serve as the chest line. And I'll go ahead and connect from the shoulder slope down to that measurement. Now that I have my armhole depth, the next thing I'm going to do now is to mark the midpoint of the armhole depth. At this midpoint, I'll come in by 0.5 inch. The next thing I'll do now is to create my armhole curve. I noticed my armhole depth is not sitting exactly at my 8 inches mark, so I try to adjust it back. I'll also go ahead and extend the chest line. After doing that, I will impute my bust circumference divided by 4. So I'll go ahead now and create my armhole curve. I'll connect the chest line to the midpoint, then to the shoulder slant. Once I'm done with that, I'll extend my lines a little bit. After doing that, I'll connect my chest line measurement down to the waistline. At this point, it is important to note that we are going to be having a half length for this, okay? So this from the shoulder to the waistline will be our half length. Then from the waistline to the rest of the gown will be the skirt part. The next thing I'll do now is to take my bust span measurement. I will impute my bust span measurement divided by 2 on each of this line. Then I'll go ahead and draw a straight line. The next thing I'll do now is to take my waist dart. And in order to do that, I'll come to the waistline measurement and impute my waist circumference divided by 4. So after I impute my waist measurement, I'll measure what I have left at this waistline. And I have 2 inches left. Now I'll divide my 2 inches into 2 equal halves. That's 1 inch. So on each of the dart line, I'll mark 1 inch. After that, at this bust line, I'll come down by 0.5 inch. Okay, then I'll go ahead and connect from this 0.5 inch to each side of this 1 inch that I've marked. And I am done with the waist dart. For this bodice, we'll be having a princess seam. So I'll go ahead now and take my armhole dart. In order to do that, I'm going to take my round armhole measurement. And here I have about 9 inches. So I'll go ahead now and mark the midpoint of 9 inches, which will be 4.5 inches. After doing that, I'll come up by 0.5 inch from the bust line. Then I'll extend my 0.5 inch to the dart line. I'll also go ahead and connect that 0.5 inch to the midpoint of my armhole. After that, at this midpoint of the armhole, I'll come out by 0.75 on each side of the dart line. Then I'll connect it this way. I'll also come to the bust line and come out by 0.5 inch. After that, I'll come to this bust line, under this bust line, and come down by 2 inches. Then I'll go ahead and connect. Now this 2 inches is not constant. It's the difference between your front and back length measurement. Next thing I'll do now is to measure this to see how many inches I have and to see if it's equal with the bust line. So I've marked the measurement where the bust line is short. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to extend the bust line measurement to that point. Then I'll also connect the under bust dart to that point, then that point to the chest line. I'm done taking my under bust dart. The next thing I'm going to do is to measure what I have at this armhole, and I have 1.5 inch. So I'm going to extend that 1.5 inch at the second line. Then I'll also replace the 1.5 inch at the armhole here. I'll go ahead and connect this line properly this way. And once I'm done, I'm going to connect the dart line at the armhole to the chest line. After that is done, I'll connect the chest line measurement to the waistline this way. So I'll go ahead and add the sewing allowance here. This sewing allowance, I'll be cutting it later to transfer it to the pattern, okay? But I'm just going to show you right now how I'm going to do it. So I'm going to extend this chest line measurement now to the sewing allowance of 2 inches. Now this waistline, I'll also impute the sewing allowance of 2 inches and connect. Then I'll go ahead now and connect my chest line to the waistline this way. And we have our sewing allowance for the upper bodice. So this dart, we'll need this dart, we'll need this one. I will also eliminate the one at the armhole. Now it's time to work on the lower bodice. I'm going to impute my hip circumference divided by 4 on this hip line. And I added 1 inch extra. After that, I'll connect from the hip line to the waistline. If you notice, my line is looking too straight for a hip line, so I decided to use a French curve to get that nice curve. So whatever measurement I have at the hip line, I'm going to impute the same measurement at the full length. My full length measurement is from my shoulder to my new length. That I'll go ahead and connect the measurement I have at the hip to the full length. Once I'm done with that, I'm going to add 0.5 inch for sewing allowance. Plus this 0.5 inch, now I have 1.5 inch extra. After that is done, I'll connect my measurement from the waistline down to the full length. Thank you for watching to this point. If you're enjoying this tutorial, please drop your heart for me in the comment section. So this is what I have so far. The next thing I'm going to do now is to draft the neckline. But before I do that, I'll go ahead and cut out the excess paper I have around the pattern. I will also separate my half length from my skirt part. So this is the part I'm going to join to the bodice later to use for our skirt part. So I'll go ahead and keep it aside now so that I can work on the neckline. And the first thing I'm going to do is to trim off the excess paper I have around the pattern. So please, you pay attention to how I go about it. So in order to draft the neckline, I'll first of all open up my pattern this way. After that is done, I'll go ahead and mark the midpoint. From this midpoint, I'll choose my neck width, and my neck width here will be 4 inches. I will also select my neck width on this side, 4 inches. Then I'll mark my neck depth. I'll also decide which side of the neckline I want the asymmetric neckline to face. So now I'll go down by 6 inches. After that, I'll connect from the neck width down to the neck depth. If you want yours deeper, then you make it deeper. I'll also go ahead and connect from my neck depth here to the neck width on the other side. And my neckline is ready. I have detailed tutorial on different types of neckline. I'll drop the link for you in the description box. So I'll go ahead now and cut it out so that we'll see what it looks like. And this is what we have after cutting. So I've gone ahead to fold my pattern back. So I'll trim off this 2 inches sewing allowance and I'll transfer it back to my fabric while I'm transferring my pattern to the fabric. So I'll go ahead now and trim off the parts I mentioned that we're going to eliminate. So please pay attention to how I cut it so that you'll be able to cut yours the same way. After cutting the side front, I'll go ahead and open up my dart and seal it up this way. Then I'll pin it up. If you have a tape, you can close it up with a tape. So this is the center front, this is the side front, and this is the skirt part for the front bodice. So we'll go ahead now and start the drafting of the back bodice. So this is the pattern paper for the back bodice, and this is the shoulder line. And this side here that I marked is the zipper allowance. I've marked 1.5 inch for zipper allowance. On that 1.5 inch, I draw a straight line from the shoulder down to the full. The next thing I'll do now is to impute my bodice measurement. I'll measure from shoulder to bust measurement, shoulder to waist. I'll also impute my shoulder to waist measurement for the back. Then I'll also mark shoulder to hip measurement. Then I'll also mark shoulder to full length. After that, I'll go ahead and draw a straight line on each of this measurement. Once I'm done with that, I'll go ahead and label so that we will not get confused later. This is the bust line, this is the waist line, this is the hip, and this is the full length. The next thing I'll do now is to impute my shoulder measurement. My shoulder measurement divided by 2 is 8 inches. And I'll also take the same neck width I took for the front bodice, which is 4 inches. Then I'll also come down under the shoulder measurement and mark my 1 inch. Then I'll connect from my neck width down to the 1 inch. After that is done, I'll place my tape from the shoulder slant and come down by my shoulder measurement divided by 2. Then I'll draw a straight line. This straight line will serve as the chest line. On this chest line, I'll impute my shoulder measurement divided by 2. After that is done, I'll go ahead and connect from the chest line to the shoulder slope. Once I'm done with that, I'll mark the midpoint of the armhole. After that, at this midpoint, I'll go in by 0.25. Then on this chest line, I will impute the bust circumference divided by 4. After that is done, I'll connect from the shoulder slant to the midpoint, from the midpoint to the chest line measurement. Once I'm done with that, I'll take my bust span measurement on the bust line and also on the waistline. Then I'll draw a straight line. After that is done, on this dart line, I'll come out 0.5 inch on each side of the measurement. I'll also take my bust span measurement on the chest line. Then I'll extend the dart to that point. At this chest line, I'll come down 0.5 inch. Then I'll connect from the 0.5 inch on each side of the dart line to that 0.5 inch. Once I'm done with that, I'll impute my waist measurement and also impute 1 inch. Then I'll go ahead and connect my chest line to my waist measurement. After that is done, I'll impute my sewing allowance of 2 inches on the chest line and also on the waistline. Then I'll connect with a straight line. After that is done, I'll come down by 1.5 inch and connect from my neck width to that 1.5 inch, creating my neckline. The next thing I'll do now is to impute my hip circumference divided by 4 on my hip line. Then I'll also add 1 inch. After that is done, I'll go ahead and connect from my waistline down to the measurement. Then whatever I have at the hip line, I'll also impute it at the full length. Then I'll connect from the hip line down to that measurement with a straight line. The next thing I'll do now is to add extra 0.5 inch around the Once pattern. I'm done with that, I'll go ahead and connect. The next thing I'm going to do now is to come to the waistline and extend the waistline into the zipper allowance. Then at that waistline, I'll come in by 0.5 inch. After that, I'll connect from the hip line up to that 0.5 at the waistline. Then from that waistline, I'll connect upwards. And I am done with the back body, so I'll go ahead now and cut it. After cutting the bodice, I'll go ahead and separate the half length from the skirt part. And I am done with the drafting process. My next video will continue with the sewing. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe for more. See you in my next video.